Well, hey, kids and parents. This is Jeff at Journeys Crossing here in JC Kids. This is a kids and parents activity, so I need both of you in front of the video so you both know what you're doing. And I've got another application activity from our live stream on Sunday, and I'm calling this one Remember. So, first of all, let's remember what our main point was from Sunday. It was about remembering, and here it is. I will remember what others have done for me. I will remember what others have done for me. And we all have times in our lives when someone helps us or does something for us. Let's think about the Bible lesson that we heard on Sunday. Joseph is in prison. He'd not done anything wrong, but he was in prison. And there were a couple of people in that prison who had some dreams to be interpreted. And one of them was a guy who was the cupbearer for Pharaoh. His official job was to drink a little bit of Pharaoh's wine to see if there was poison in it, which does not sound like a great career path to me, but this is what he had. And Joseph correctly interpreted his dream and told him, please remember me when you go back to Pharaoh. Tell him I'm here. Tell him I don't deserve this, and get me out of here. Well, the cupbearer did not remember at first. He went back to his job. Joseph stayed in prison. But eventually, Pharaoh had a dream that needed to be interpreted, and that triggered the cupbearer's memory. And he said, I remember there's someone who helped me when I was in prison. And Pharaoh, I think he can help you in this time too. And then so Joseph appears in front of Pharaoh, and Pharaoh tells him this dream about, 7 healthy cows that get eaten by 7 scrawny cows, 7 big heads of grain that get eaten by little heads of grain. And Pharaoh has his dream interpreted to him by Joseph. Joseph helps Pharaoh and says, Pharaoh, I think God is trying to tell you about this famine that's coming up, and there's a plan that I would suggest to you that would help prepare your country for this famine. And Pharaoh instantly remembers the great thing that Joseph has done for him and says, great, do it. You're the guy for the plan. You get to be second in command of the whole country. You get to be in charge of all of the food of Egypt for the next 14 years, which is amazing. So the cupbearer remembered what Joseph had done for him and was kind in return, eventually. And Pharaoh immediately remembered the kind thing that Joseph had done for him and was kind in return. Now, think about your life as a family. Think about something someone has done for you all in the past. Maybe as you're talking about this, and first of all, pick a time to talk about this, right? We do this a lot in my house at dinner time. That is a time when almost every night, all 7 of us make it around one table. We put phones away from the table for a bit, and there's no distractions. We're able just to be able to talk about some of these kinds of things. I don't know if that works for your family or if there's other times. Maybe it's a bedtime or first thing in the morning. But pick a time when you can all be together and the distractions are away. So talk about this one person who's done something for you. And it could be like one person who's helped everyone in your family a whole bunch. It could be each of you have a different person that you think of. But in the end, think of something that you can do for the person or people who have helped your family, who have blessed them in the past. And then actually do it, right? You could write a thank you note or a card to that person or those people. You could bake them cookies. You could send them flowers. You could call them on the phone or you could FaceTime them, especially if you're thinking of like, hey, Grandma has really helped our family a ton. Grandma loves it when you get on FaceTime and she can see all her grandchildren and things like that. Grandmas just love that kind of stuff. But whatever it is you're going to do, make it something practical. Not I could give them $1 million, unless that's practical for you, and then by all means. But think of something practical that you can do for them and then actually carry it forward. Do it. And then parents, this is a really big deal. Remind your kids that we should remember when others help us and we should be kind in return. The cupbearer and Pharaoh remembered when Joseph helped them. They showed kindness in return. When people help us, we should remember it and we should show kindness in return. That is the big point this week, the main idea for people to remember. And remember, we've got a memory verse that talks about this too. And it's from Psalm 112, and it says, they, which are the people who love God and obey him, share freely and give generously to those in need, so they help others. Their good deeds will be remembered forever. If God remembers those simple good deeds forever, the least that we can do is remember them and show kindness in return. Parents, Kids, I hope you have fun with this activity. I hope you find something really creative together to do with them. We all need some creative things to do together as we're living in this kind of weird time right now. So find something really creative, have fun doing it, have fun blessing others, but don't let it end there. Don't let it be like, oh, I remembered people and I'm done. No, every day, show kindness to the people who've done helpful things to you. It's so good. It makes you feel good, it makes them feel good, and it puts a smile on God's face. Have a great day. Have a great time with this activity. We have more stuff for you later in the week, and I'll see you again on video on Sunday. Bye-bye, guys.